is seeking to pour more money into wars in the coming years, with the Afghan operation at the top of the agenda. Obama's budget request for 2011, which will be unveiled later on Monday, is expected to contain a record $708 billion in defense spending. But as RT's Paul Sleer reports from Afghanistan, for locals, more foreign troops is likely to mean less trust in their own government.
Nighttime patrol through the streets of Kalat City Bazaar. For First Sergeant Conrad Gammers, it's a far cry from the years he spent fighting in Iraq. Because although he still carries a gun, here his job is to protect the locals and help his soldiers help them. During the day, they assist in building schools and hospitals, hoping that as living standards improve for ordinary Afghans, the chances of a Taliban resurgence diminish.
It's not just trying to win the hearts and minds of the people. It is just trying to get the people to trust in their own government. How well it can be maintained, only time will tell. I know once we leave, there will be remnants of what we've done that'll still remain here.
But there are no guarantees, and the tens of thousands more troops committed by the international community can't promise it either. In fact, some say quite the opposite. Lauren Salah represents non-governmental organizations working in Afghanistan. He says their job is becoming more difficult because of the growing number of troops in the country.
We are facing in this country more and more militarization of it. What does it mean? It means that, in fact, most contributing nations try to create synergies between military efforts and aid assistance. They might get some quick results, but if you look at the mid-term, long-term trend, actually it generates all sorts of counterproductive effects, including actually destabilization.
Financially, it's an expensive decision. Intelligence reports put the number of supposed al-Qaeda in the region at around 300. This means that for every one al-Qaeda fighter, America is now committing itself to 100 troops and $300 million a year. Most of them will pass through Kandahar airfield, the main logistics hub in southern Afghanistan. US President Barack Obama made their deployment official on the 1st of December 2009.
But here, contractors have been hard at work already for weeks before President Obama made his announcement. While it's still not clear where the majority of troops will be deployed to, a lot will land up here.
It's been dubbed Afghanistan's fastest growing city. The airbase boasts several gyms, hair salons and game rooms. There's a massive boardwalk with American food chains and coffee shops.
We've been preparing, obviously, since General McChrystal put his plans together. We've started some of the infrastructure already. Most of the accommodation is already in place, and we're just finishing that off now. Clearly, this is temporary accommodation. As you know from the announcement, the intention is not for them to be here too long, so we're not looking to build any permanent facilities. Most of those are temporary.
But not all soldiers welcome the new recruits, least of all the way Obama announced their deployment.
I wouldn't be making announcements to the world as to what my objectives were. I don't think that's a good idea for anybody to do. They have to create a strong central government here that has the respect of the people.
Which is not easy, as Conrad and his team are finding out. At the end of the day, whatever the reasons given for new troops, Central Asia's infamous graveyard of empires could be adding another one to its list. Paul Sleer, RT, Kandahar Air Force Base, southern Afghanistan.